Chat, I would love to cliffhanger you tonight more than anything. You know me, I love a good cliffhanger. We gotta ride the hot hand. We are 1 win away. Getting promoted. In a season where we absolutely needed to be, or we were probably screwed. Again, our roster... And we do have some juniors up there. But most of our top players are seniors. It would have been very difficult to have this type of season next year. Has Monster ever been used in an NFL game? I'm actually not sure. Dad vibes taking over for Caden Samanza, even in Samanya's senior year, was the best thing we could have possibly done. Rushing-wise, Horton has been fucking insane. He has 6 rushing touchdowns on the year. Receiving-wise, look at this. Backer, Bunning, Rack with 6 each. But the big story, perhaps, is the defense. 5.5 sacks for Jerry Temple. You got Crossan and Royd Rage Gage up there, but then the interceptions. Jesus Christ. Elijah Davis might be the best defensive back in the country. 6 interceptions. 62 tackles. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. This secondary has been insane. Before we play Army, we do have to worry about recruitment. As the fullback locked us out. None of these guys are absolute needs. Matter of fact, Nick DeMulling will take out, and we'll also take out Sean LaPierre. Actually, I mean, in fairness, we did kind of need one more linebacker, one more defensive player, so these two are fine. Let's get these two on maximum points, and then whatever we have left over, we're going to use to start scouting out those 1-star wideouts. I get that we could be on the verge of being allowed 2-star recruits. However, we still want to play it safe, you know? If there's a 1-star gem, he'll still be worth going after. Even though our circumstances could be changing very shortly, let's hedge our bets and see what happens. How many wideouts are even left? Perfect. Yeah, if any of these guys are gems or just look really good, we'll keep them. This guy sucks. What about John Spriggs? Piece of jumping, doesn't have the speed. He's also out. Thomas slammed his Penix in the car door. Jumping, speed. He's okay. Not great. Tyree Stubbs. Not great. Then JoJo Barr. Also not great. Okay, so we'll just leave those spots open. I mean, we do have 27 recruits already. One more win. We have 2 games left. One more win. 77 overall Army. One more win. All we need. The miracle season. The absolute miracle season. The fact we are here is utterly insane. We needed this so badly. We fought so hard for it. The ability to use our coach points. The ability to start recruiting 2-star prospects on the line in this game. We're ranked team at 9-1 in our 4th season with Ball State. First quarter against Army. We have not had a single no-touching victory all season. And we're down 10-3 at the end of the first. 10-6. 10-6 at halftime. Third quarter. Still 10-6. We'll jump in. We'll jump in. Duty calls one more time. Can we do it one more time? Or will it come down to maybe some luck? Maybe the last game of the season. This team, dude. 67 overall. That man right there.
Looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed.
Absolutely insane.
Before the defense even knows what happened.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Leaves it with the running back. And
DJ Horton. You absolute machine. You absolute machine.
It's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get
I'm gonna opt out of this. Shovel option.
They'll run the option.
Get him on the outside.
Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first.
The audible options that we have as well are beautiful. A could be open here, but you know what? We do want to run the ball. There we go. Let's take it to the 14-yard line with dad vibes.
This guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
See here.
So much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact
I don't like that.
Is extended so long.
I don't like that at all.
They've got a spy defensively.
Out to the read. Hang on to it with the quarterback, maybe. Never mind. Holy shit. Dude, TJ Horton. You would think his break tackle was 99. If you didn't know any better.
It's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available.
Touchdown Cardinals.
TJ Horton is the greatest football player of all time. No discussion. No discussion.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field.
No hyperbole.
And he knocks it through.
Statement made.
Let's go to the studio now.
What a drive. 5 minutes left. We have a narrow lead. Showing Army had an option. Well, see, here's the thing. We have not played an option-heavy defense all year. We've played teams that like to hurry up. But we have not played a team like Army all year. It makes me wonder what we're in store for. I mean, we know what we're in store for in terms of having to stop the run. It does just make me wonder, when will they opt out to throwing the ball?
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense.
Stop by the D there. One more years with DJ. I'd vote for him. I'd vote for him. You go, Raymond. Taunt him. Let's go, boys. They're going to have to punt with this little time, or with this much time left. That little progress. Great job by the defense. I mean, it made it pretty easy to read them. You know what Army's going to do? This is returnable for Mooks. Oh. Oh, Mooks. Oh, Mooks. All the way to the Army 41. Dude, out of nowhere, RJ Mooks just decided to be an awesome return man. I don't know when that happened. I'm happy it happened. Just like everything about this team worked out at the right time. Okay, we are definitely in shoe clock territory now.
this point. And
No doubt about that.
running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it.
Do the final play for the 2. First down. Who was it that doinked it off his head last? Good question. I don't remember. Yeah, we did have someone just have it bounce off his head on a punt. Someone remind these kids they're mostly 1-stars, right? I mean, aside from the leaders of the team that we inherited, most of these guys are 1-star players.
Down the stretch, when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football, just nice to have that kind of guy.
The fullback.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Way to go, Gary Bananas. Go, bananas. Go, bananas.
Time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. The option look. Quick toss. And a good solid
So
pickup.
3rd and 4, I think it said. First down ends the game.
Quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time.
It'll only be 1. A first down here secures us promotion out of independent status.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
The Ball State Cardinals are going up.
And into the goal line. Touchdown, Ball State. And put that scoreboard operator to
The
work.
most improbable season
And, you know, late
I think we've ever had in any sports video game.
conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were
10 wins in a row
another score added to
after losing the season opener.
this game away.
Lining up to tack one more on
From
that.
thinking we were dead in the water
And the extra point
to
is
comeback after comeback.
10.
Interception after interception. Potentially our last realistic chance, even though it's only been 4 years,
On the right.
at making proper progress.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but
And we've gotten it done, barring the worst collapse of all time.
ready to go. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not
Woo!
something I say very often.
Tuck rule, baby, tuck rule.
This offense needs to get back.
We might even put us in the playoffs if we go 11-1. Given that we're independent, I don't know, but that would be interesting, wouldn't it?
Them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Good play.
He strike downfield.
Yeah, I mean, you're not so bad when you throw the football.
9-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Down you go.
And the quarterback is...
Jose Elliott gets to him.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running.
What is this throwing the football? Fox, not a single no touching. Not a single one. Yet we're 10-1.
To the wideout. Got his man to the left.
Not a single
Looking for when you
no touching victory.
plays, the defense finally able to make the stop.
Minute to go.
To the air on first down. Just
Play.
flying through the air like a superhero to make the
The
grab.
boys are tired, but
He has to be set. They have to get it off.
keep them out there.
He spikes it, clock stops.
Death to no touching.
Late.
No touching was never my friend.
Second down.
Got some secondary options in right now. Oh, man, that guy got torched. It's not over yet. The rare mistake from Davis. He got torched in man coverage.
Down, still alive in this one.
If we had any chance
They're going to go for 2 here. Why?
time on the clock, now we need a miracle.
Why
The onside
are you going for 2?
kick and some
Am I dumb?
way.
Why are they going for 2? I mean, they got it.
For the two-point conversion.
Well, what was the point? I guess so that they could win? But if they missed, they would have needed a touchdown. That seems insane to me that they went for that. But who knows? Maybe it'll work out.
Seconds to go. They're
Onside kick.
come back and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it.
It's ours.
Get that thing bouncing around, but the hands.
Oh, baby, is it ours? We missed the block. Claiborne. Touchdown.
Cardinals. The special
Let's
teams.
go.
Special moment.
The onside kick return. There's no way. We've basically seen everything there is to see in a season. The onside kick return for Kendrick Claiborne. What the fuck? Oh, I'm going for 2. Rest assured, I haven't showed any cockiness all season long. Now's the time. Dad vibes to the right. It's good, baby. It's good. Let's go, man. Let's fucking go. I cannot believe this season, dude. The miracle season. All the pressure in the world. We look dead in the water. Halfway through our second game of the year, we make a switch at quarterback to a guy 9 overall points worse. And granted, we still had to jump in quite a few times to try and save the day. But here we are. I imagine it's Delariva. Let me know if I'm wrong, but thank you for the follow. Has ever been an onside kick return? Yeah. That's not the first. That's our first, but definitely not the first ever. Oh my God! 3rd sack of the game. Dude, this defense played out of their skulls. They played out of their skulls. I don't even know how to explain it. Like, sometimes we saw like what this defense, the mistakes they can make. But overall, they've played so well. And that is another interception for Sutton. Ball State, with this win, have secured promotion to Conference USA. 2-star recruits are now up for grabs. And what is it, 115 coach coins that we're going to be able to use? Unless I want to put some restrictions on that.
Running out the clock seems to be a
one more kneel down. Ball State 10-1, 10 wins in a row. I genuinely cannot believe this. No way you earned those points.
Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game is a national championship, but you wouldn't know that.
We're definitely going to need those points next year. Yeah, we are. Jesus Christ, dude. I can't believe this year. I know I just sound like a broken record at this point. Muted joked about it. I genuinely thought we were dead. Genuinely thought we were dead, and we're going to have to think about, okay, what the hell does Season 5 look like when all of our seniors are gone and we're still stuck here? And our boy DJ Hort. The efficiency of dad vibes. I never could have predicted a season like this. We will sim to next week, because technically it's not confirmed until the week's over. But we know what's happened. Our final game of the year, we're number 18 in the country. Our final game of the regular season is against JMU. But the bigger story is this. Officially, we're going up. (10-1). 10 wins in a row. We are going up. Whether or not it'll be mid-10 or whoever the second team will be, we don't know yet. But we are going up. Meaning, we have 115 coins that we can use. We have to decide if we want to wait until the end of the year or just say fuck it and go for it now. Do we technically want to wait? That's the big thing, right? Because I said, like, oh, we can get 2 stars. We're a 2-star team. Do we go off of when we are mathematically a 2-star team? Or do we wait until next year? I'm going to leave that up to chat. So coin/recruits now or wait until next season? When are we allowed to do our upgrades? Is it now or are we waiting until the start of next year? I'm perfectly fine either way, but it could impact what happens for the rest of the season. Technically, we have gotten promoted, but we're not in that tier yet. Having to wait for 2-star recruits could suck. But at the same time, that is part of the challenge. And it looks like the vote is going to be wait until next year. Wait for the off-season recruiting at least. Okay, at least with the coins, we're going to wait. We might throw another vote back about recruits when we get there. We'll see. As it is, I mean, we don't know how many 2-stars are even interested in coming here, what the portal's going to look like, you know? A couple of 2-stars are still out there. Maybe late to the party. We'll see how it goes. We'll at least wait until the off-season officially. It'll be once the off-season hits, or it'll be once we are actually able to move us up to that next year. That'll be the decision to make. We have one more game left in this regular season. It won't be our last game of the year, however. We are going to continue to look at these two. Wait the last game, 2-star transfers. Yeah, high school. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm all for the challenge of it. I didn't think we were gonna get here, so I didn't really decide what we were gonna do. Our final game of the year against JMU. Obviously, at this point, I would prefer us to win just to see how fucking stupid this could get in terms of where we're ranked and shit like that. At the same time, we got what we needed. Did I see the VAR call Japan Spain? I did not. Actually, didn't really hear about it either. You know?
Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds.
Snowy nights in Virginia.
When they come out to support the news.
So.
As we wind our way toward the end of another college.
Oh, you know, I saw a picture of it, but I didn't see the clip. Yeah, I did see that actually. Tell me this makes soccer better. It doesn't. Like the concept of VAR or replay reviews can make the sport better. The problem is there will constantly be that argument of like, well, technically he was off by a centimeter, so fuck you. When really it's supposed to be used for the most egregious of examples, right? And the way the rules work, you can't be like, well, if someone's offside by 5 feet, because the rule is, well, it's just if he's offside, you know? They would have to rewrite the review rules to say you can't be more than 2 yards offside. But then people will be like, well, that's not the rule. You just can't be off. Like, it is a pain in the ass. The technology is fine. The implementation of it for both the NHL and soccer and wherever else, I mean, sucks. Like, you know, baseball has the ability to do robo-umps. They don't do it. The NHL has the ability to put puck tracking so that you know for a fact if the puck crosses a line or if it's offside early. They don't do it. Honestly, I feel like the reason they don't do it is social media. It's free press. Every time there's a terrible call, every time you think like the biggest, like what's the biggest football example? I mean, probably the fucking Tuck rule or whatever. But you're thinking like recent years of like, oh, when the fucking Rams, the Saints got jobbed against the Rams with the no pass interference call, shit like that. Like, that's the example where it should be. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? But instead, yeah, we use it for these fucking millisecond measurements. We are down by 7 heading into the 4th. We need one more comeback here in the snow against JMU. Okay. Let's see what we can do to keep our winning streak alive, to end our season on a high note. People were joking about a playoff invite. I don't think that's going to happen. Bunning rack is insane. I don't think that's going to happen. But you never know. Maradona would have been called back for bar. Yeah, that should have been, though. Like, the hand of God is brutal. Yeah, the hand of God is brutal. That should have been called back. Let's be honest. Muted, take it easy, buddy. Even if we make a bowl game, I don't know if we're playing it tonight. We'll see what happens. Well, we will make a bowl game at either 9-2 or 10-1.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Big play to start the drive. A little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it.
I trusted Bunning Rack. He did make it 4th and 1, though. We're going to go for it. And once and for all, I'm not meant to be awake at closing time for bars. Tiebreaker, you might have to leave. We have had an unbelievable night. You might have to leave. Oh my fucking God, he's done it again. Bunning Rack to the house. Like, I get the jet sweep out of Wildcats OP. I get that. But the fact that we're pulling that off with a 67 overall running back kind of evens it up a little bit. And it just keeps getting a certain Ball State Hall of Famer passing touchdowns. That's where the emotion again. Yeah. Like I said, I do think, you know, reviews, good. The implementation of the reviews, shit. There's just a smart way to do it. You're going to patch that play. It's cheat. Yeah, I'm not complaining, though. I'm not complaining right now. We do what we got to do. We do what we got to do. We don't run it constantly, at least. You know, I don't do it every play. Although, Wildcat, a fucking jet sweep to glory would be pretty fun. Literally the only play in the playbook. We're not allowed. We're not allowed to fucking kick field goals. Just, shit. Nothing but jet sweeps, baby. Does the snow make a difference, or is it just cosmetic? It's supposed to make a difference. There is an ability that factors in weather effects. You know, it's funny. People are like, oh, the snow looks terrible. I actually think the snow looks relatively realistic. It's just, yeah. Snow's fucking difficult to see through. You know? Like, snow doesn't look... As someone who lives in a very snowy state, snow doesn't look pretty in these situations. I got held. No call. I would have had him, but I either ran into one of their guys or one of my own guys. The ghost footprints that get me. I mean, they're distracting for sure. But I don't think there's a debate in terms like, oh, the realism side of it. We really struggle against teams that run the hurry up. Not gonna argue with Maine about the snow. Thank you. Let me have this one. Dude, they are killing us on these slants. Should have done all white jerseys for both teams, right? Boys, we need to stop here. We need to stop.
They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Oh, he makes the catch.
Shit.
Makes a stop, but the chains move and it's first and goal.
We can't get said stop.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter.
All teams, JMU in the snow to end our winning streak would kind of suck. Never know, though. We might be able to hold them to a field goal. Never mind. Somehow everybody got their ankles broken. Okay. We need another comeback. It has been a season of comebacks. We have officially clinched promotion regardless of this result, yes. I mean, this result's just mainly for the standings, the fact that we're fucking ranked for the first time, which is nuts.
Just about set to kick it away.
All right, Mooks.
From inside his own 10, let's
All right, Mooks. Almost. Okay.
He'll be brought down at the 24. Ball State takes over the football and the Cardinal offense headed out.
We're in familiar territory here.
Play on first down.
Very familiar territory.
On the option. He'll toss it. And a
Bad.
pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on first
Yeah,
down.
they keep playing man. We're not going to be able to do much for RPOs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
First down for Horton. Took a pretty hard hit, but
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's
they're definitely just playing man defense the whole way. That's a read. We should have a run in the middle here.
The inside handoff.
Damn. Hole just disappeared.
Now when 2nd and 8 coming up.
One more play maybe before 2.
Now back to the line.
That's a really good job.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to audible out in time.
Getting them on the ground.
All right. One more time.
Put 'em in passing situations.
Can we pull it off? One more time.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
There's a flag, son of a bitch.
Complete to the right.
Gonna be a hold, isn't it?
Down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
An eligible receiver downfield. Fuck. Well, it'll be 2nd and 13 then.
Will take the penalty. They'll
Okay.
line up for a 2nd down play.
You know, the way they're pressing, we might be able to take a shot here.
He's looking to throw.
I can't really see.
And they wanted it all, and they
I gotta be honest, I couldn't even fucking see that safety back there. Couldn't see him.
Tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions.
Kind of blended in with the logo until it was too late.
Need big plays through the passing attack.
Called that audible and they backed their guy up.
And they've got to score some touchdowns.
You might still get torched, bud. You might still get torched. What a fucking catch! Christian Davis!
Down the field. I love when offenses take shots down the field. Try to
My
make big plays.
God.
Now they're set up in the red zone.
This team, man. The magic continues. The secure catch on the sideline.
And let's
Oh, fuck you. There's no way he didn't get a foot in. Fuck you. You're wasting my time.
second look.
VAR. VAR.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the official
That is the most catchity catch I've ever seen. Thank you. We are now up to the 15.
The complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. On the run, it's Horton.
Oh, man. They did well there. It all happened when we put a 70-something overall quarterback in charge, right? All right, we got to start threatening a little bit here.
Defensive lineman, get ready for the run. Less speed on
Got to start threatening a little bit here.
I feel like I can match up man to
We
man.
do have to get into the end zone, so.
Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Pocket starts to collapse.
God, they were just too fast. I thought we could get around the edge. I was wrong.
The waning moments.
They were just too damn fast.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball.
JMU might get us, man.
After that,
They might finally get us.
pressure
Now that the emotion of a job well done is done.
score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game.
Never mind.
He's got it for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Never mind.
Now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy.
Why am I even surprised by this team anymore, man?
You win this thing.
Why am I even surprised anymore?
You know what?
Gotta go for 2.
That's your decision.
Fucking imagine. Chat's calling for the monster. I do have the timeout to burn. I will at least look.
Now a 2-point conversion.
Oh, no. Ooh. They only have 3 people. Fuck it. Live a little. Live a little. Live a little. Oh, my God. They stopped us at the 1.
Decision to go for 2 is going to be questioned and criticized
Okay.
all throughout the rest of the year and all throughout the offseason as well. If you just kick it, you tie it, and you send this thing into overtime potentially. But now because you went for
Okay.
the win,
We got timeouts. We're not done yet.
shot to pull this one out.
We're not done yet.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's
Obviously, if, like, promotion was on the line, we would have just taken the points. But,
First guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up.
well, it's over.
Football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the
Oh, he's out of bounds, actually. That gives us another slight chance. What? You didn't count him as being out of play? How? How the fuck did you not count that as him being out of bounds? That's insane.
Too, right? It kept giving him
That's fucking insane.
maybe that's the
That was the most out of bounds player to ever be out of bounds.
in this game for this guy.
You're out of your fucking mind.
The timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock.
And obviously they had shoe clock on, so I was fucked regardless.
12.
Well, 10 games in a row, we're going to lose to JMU. But if we were ever going to lose to JMU, this was the time.
And he has a solid game before the defense.
He was down and back. I disagree. VAR.
His call with just a single
I mean, we almost got it. You know, we almost got it.
here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Ah! All right, 10 in a row.
Things just didn't work.
We lose the first game of the year. We lose the last game of the year.
But now you start to think about what could I have
As we went for a 2-point conversion to try and steal it. We only put up 3 points when the AI were in control, which was pretty brutal. But again, you can understand the boys for struggling, given what we were able to accomplish. A 10-2 record. As we do get Shakir Paroma, defensive end. We'll see if we keep Jared Hackett on our board. Contender status drops to a B. Our brand exposure went up. As we hit the week 14 bye week. The regular season for us, at the very least, has come to a close. Given that we don't need Jared Hackett anymore, was he anything special? 80 strength, 70 tag. I'll take him off the board. We got 28 recruits already. There's really not much for us to do this week. Meg, take it easy, by the way. Not much for us to do this week. Ah, freaking 2-point conversion, man. We can only be so lucky, right? This is conference championship week. This would be the time that we could change something about our staff. 2 level 19s, Ohio, Pennsylvania. What are the talent trees again? Recruiter, motivator, recruit. Yeah, we're going to keep those motivators options. It's not worth the risk right now. It's not worth the risk right now to let these guys go, especially after the season we just had. So they are definitely staying. Which means the confirmation. Promoted from independent status. The Ball State Cardinals. And Mid-Tennessee. With the second best win percentage, they went 8-3. Kennesaw and Eastern Michigan each had an extra game that they lost. And Mid-10 played a game over ODU, and they won it. So Mid-10, who were relegated last year, are right back up alongside us. In Conference USA, we were doing the bottom, I believe, of each conference. Hold on. It is Western Michigan. Why the different amount of games? It's just... football. It's weird. The game's weird. Football's weird itself. That's why. Western Michigan's down. And it'll come down to New Mexico and Georgia Southern. New Mexico and Georgia Southern. Their head-to-head game. Loser is relegated. And that loser is Georgia Southern. All right. Which means for Conference USA. 2-8. And 3-7. Okay. So Western Michigan's the first down. Georgia Southern's the second down. That means we're taking Western Michigan's spot. We don't yet know the promotions. Again, we will know the relegations. In the MAC, relegated this year is either Rice or Texas State. That'll come down to their head-to-head results. Wills, you're not wrong, though. I mean, Jesus, who knows how ridiculous the season was going to go. Rice have been relegated from Conference USA. Tier number 8 is the Sun Belts. Toledo had a bad year. Toledo relegated from the Sun Belt. Tier number 7 is the American, which will see either Utah State or Northwestern, depending on the results of their head-to-head. Utah State have been relegated. We go to tier number 6, the Mountain West. Michigan State relegated. Down go the Spartans to tier 7. Or 2-8 conference record. The Pac-12. Colorado. Dude, we handed Colorado their only loss of the year. They're number 3 in the country. 10-0 in conference. Memphis, the opposite. Winless in the conference. Memphis goes down. The ACC. Oh my God. Well, for whatever reason, Auburn and BC both had an extra game, and they lost that extra game. So it comes down to Auburn and BC. Loser of that game gets relegated. Could be 2 straight relegations for Boston College. But it is the Auburn Tigers that'll be dropped instead. Boston College beat them. They survive. The Big 12, tier number 3, sees West Virginia relegated. Conference title game will be a combination of these 2 out of these 3. California Golden Bears, number 1 team in the country, apparently. For the Big 10, relegated. It's technically Penn State. 1 extra conference loss. They lost the extra 2 games. Penn State going from tier 1 to tier 2 and now down to tier 3 for the Nittany Lions. Rough. And then from the top tier, the SEC relegated this year because of an extra overall loss is Utah. So down go the Utes. So we at least know the relegations. Again, we have a bye week here. We're not going to change anything about our staff. Nothing at all. As again, we get this weird week 16 that's not supposed to be happening. I thought I solved that issue, but now it's happening again, and I don't know why. Means technically... Okay, it's scheduled Texas and Notre Dame. That's not going to affect what we have going on at all. Well, then for the conference... That's weird, though, that it's scheduled that one. But whatever. So for your conference champions, now that we know who's getting promoted, the Conference USA champions are Temple. We will not be sharing a division with them next year. Temple over Coastal Carolina. Georgia Tech stomps Colorado to win the Pac-12. for Colorado. UConn over Louisiana to win the MAC. Got the UConn. Good result for them. Cal win the Big 12. Number 1 team in the country. And California's going up. UAB absolutely destroy BYU to win the Sun Belt. Virginia survives Louisiana to win the American Conference. Oklahoma takes the SEC crown over Ohio State. Illinois wins the Mountain West, knocking off Maryland in convincing fashion. Kansas State win the ACC, back-to-back promotions for them. And Miami win the Big Ten to move their way back to the top tier. And of course, there's this extra random game between Texas and Notre Dame. I'll see what I can do about stopping that from happening. So let's sim through this week as well. Find out the Heisman winner. And the Heisman winner is Baylor's sophomore wideout, Andreas Thrash. 2027 Heisman winner, a generated wide receiver. 67 receptions, 20 touchdowns for the Baylor Bears. I don't even care that we lost to James Madison anymore, man. The defensive back of the year. Elijah Davis. 7 interceptions, 2 of them for touchdowns. What a player. What a player. Unbelievable. As we head to a bowl game for the 2nd year in a row. Last time out, it was the Vegas Bowl. This time out, the Duke's Mayo Bowl against the Gamecocks of South Carolina. So it will be the Mayo Bowl. Of course, that one loss to JMU stripped us of our ranking, but that's okay. That is okay. Ball versus Cox. There you go. Obviously, we're not going to take it, but we do have job offers. Iowa wants us as their OC and Northern Illinois as a defensive coordinator. The fact we're getting an Iowa offer already is insane, but we're going nowhere, man. All states are home. We're not going to check early National Signing Day. In terms of managing the staff, we're still at least going to wait until the season's over for upgrades, stuff like that. But I do want to check the playoff brackets and the rest of the, I mean, I guess award winners we already knew, but I want to check the stats nationwide here. Let's see what we got. Altex, what's up? So, dad vibes. 14-2, 1,700 yards. I mean, Caden Samanza got totally overshadowed. Dad vibes is our guy. If you did what you did in real life, Iowa would be sniffing in real life too. That's fair. It's a shame it doesn't show how many passing touchdowns our wide receiver had. TJ Horton, 900 yards, 7 touchdowns. We did have quite a few fumbles this year. Underrated there. Just the amount of fumbles. Bunning Rack, of course, did most of his damage in terms of receiving yards. Can I see Horton's passing touchdowns? Dude, he had 8 touchdowns this year because of the Wildcat. He was 37 of 38, apparently. Jesus Christ, he had 8 passing touchdowns. That's fucking insane, man. That is insane. Receiving wise, great years for Thacker, Davis, Bunning Rack, of course, led because of the Wildcat. With 8 touchdowns as a sophomore. This team was something special. This team was something special. Blocking wise, we played a lot of offensive linemen this year due to injuries in our sub rule, but it seemed to work. Redfield 7 sacks allowed was the most on the team, but we had quite a few guys that played here and there and didn't do that poorly. Defensively, tackle leader was Ethan Evers with 82. Our sack leader with 5.5 was a tie. Jerry Temple and Nasir Crossan. Our pick leader was 7. The defensive back of the year, Elijah Davis. Dude, Sutton had 3. Wright and Moran with 2 each, and then 1 for Smith and Judge. Our kicker went 28 of 32. Was perfect on extra points, though. Jackson Corville. What a season, man. What a season. Nationwide passing yards leader. You had 2 guys over 4,000 yards. Georgia Tech's Graham Knowles and Colorado's Brian Spears. The fact we beat Colorado is fucking nuts. The fact he had 11 picks and like 2 of them were against us. The most touchdowns, 51 for senior quarterback at Oklahoma, Jake Wakefield. 46 for both Brian Spears and Christopher Visna at Clemson. And Tyler Cherry at Indiana also broke 40. Graham Knowles, great option, great ratio, I should say. Rushing wise, the only man to break 1,000 yards, well, he broke 1,100. It's the other Elijah Davis. For the Ragin' Cajuns. 1,100 yards. You also had Brock Townsend up there for Central Mich. The rushing touchdown leader with 15 was Elijah Davis for Louisiana. You had George Burnett at ODU and Ty Meadows at Troy, each with 13. Most fumbles, Jaden Raheem at FIU and Isaiah Wall at UTEP. The most receptions, 95 for UAB's Corey Milliner. The yardage king, though, was B.B. Donald at Georgia Tech. A lot of receivers over 1,000 yards. A lot. The touchdown king with 21 was Braylon Staley at Clemson. Although Andreas Thrash, I guess because of the yardage, won the Heisman. I also had E.J. Horton up there for the Cal Bears. I don't know if they're still number 1 in the country. Blocking-wise, best O-lineman Carson Rasmussen at Boise State. The worst was Jeff Nicholson at TCU with 13 sacks allowed. John Madden, Javier Madden. Defensively, tackle leader Sal Gaffney for Virginia, 110 tackles. It's not too hard to tell who was bad defensively this year or very reliant on one player. The sack leader, minus, of course, defensive lineman with 7.5, was Bowling Green's Jabari Mitchell. And the pick leader, Elijah Davis. Shout out to Makana Meyer and Austin Wondolowski, son of Chris Wondolowski. We each had 6. The top kicker for field goals made was Corville. I imagine, they gave Grant Metters kicker of the year. That feels kind of disrespectful. He did have 42 extra points, though. Jesus. So the last thing we need to know is the bracket. It is the bracket. We know we won't take part after our loss. We might not have taken part even with the win. It'll be Michigan against Colorado. Winner plays Cal. Baylor and UConn. Oh, dude, if UConn made it, we might have made it had we won that last game. We legitimately might have made it. Winner plays Georgia Tech. Ohio State and Texas Tech. Winner plays Oklahoma. Mizzou and Clemson. And the winner plays K-State. There is an outside chance, had we won that last game, that we could have made the playoffs, as absurd as that is. An absolutely unbelievable season. Promotion secured. We do have a bowl game to participate in, the Mayo Bowl against South Carolina. What job offers do we still have? UAB's offensive coordinator? I mean, obviously, if this was a Mills-like run, I would have just gone to freaking Iowa. I mean, come on now. But let's take a look at the updated bracket one more time. As Michigan beats Colorado, Baylor beats UConn, Ohio State over Texas Tech, and Clemson over Mizzou. So we have our final 8. Some interesting teams in the mix. California, Georgia Tech. I'm going to be very intrigued to see how the playoffs pan out.